Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is an on-camera demonstration of the MAC Face and Body. Now, I hauled this just about maybe a week ago, and I've been using it for almost a week and a half. So when I hauled this, I got so many comments in the comment bar asking for a on-camera demonstration of it. Let's talk about it a little bit just so we know what we're using. It's a water-based foundation. It's called MAC Face and Body Foundation. It's a very, very light foundation. There's about 2 to 3 different ways that you could use it. You could use it by itself. I put on 2 applications. One I put on with my hands. The second I'll show you in the video. The second way you could use it is as a primer. So just to kind of prep your skin to receive your regular foundation. And the third way that you could use it is just one-time application as a really, really light, airy, natural look. So there are, did I say 2? I think it's, no, I said 3. There's 3 different ways you can use it. So those are the 3 different way you can use it. I'm going to use it the first way. I'm going to apply it 2 times. Once with my hands, one with a foundation brush that's actually made for this foundation. And then I like to set it with a little bit of powder. So let's get started. So what I did is I went ahead and washed my face. I used my toner. And then instead of using a heavy moisturizer, like a lotion, I use a moisturizing gel. This is from Clinique. And it's a lot more lighter. And when you're using something like this, that's already like a little luminous foundation that's going to give you that kind of dewy look to your skin. You don't want to use a heavy moisturizer on top of that, unless you have extremely dry skin where you have dry patches and cracking. Then you probably could do that. But I have a combination skin, so if I'm going to use something dewy like this, I'll just go ahead and use it with my moisturizing gel that's a little bit lighter on the skin. So I have cleansed, sanitized hands, okay? The first way that we put it on, actually if you go to the YouTube, MAC Cosmetics YouTube channel, the demonstrator shows you a really, really cool way to put it on, and she's using her hands. So I'm just kind of going to use that same demonstration here for you guys today. I went ahead and shook up my foundation. I'm in C6 if I haven't already mentioned that. You can kind of hear how watery it is. It's very watery. So, and at this time, if you have any acne scarring or really bad hyperpigmentation, you can go ahead and apply concealer. But today I just kind of want to give you guys a true look at the coverage for this foundation. So I'm not going to use a concealer, but feel free to do, if you do purchase this, to go ahead and use this step and this time now to put on a concealer. All right, so I went ahead and shook it up. And it has this little spout right here. And you get 4 full ounces. So you get a lot of foundation, which is awesome. And this retails for about $33, if I haven't said that already. So I just put a little bit on the tip of my fingers here. About that much, okay? And I like to warm it with my body tone, or my body heat, excuse me. And then work it into my skin. I'm only doing the lower half because I want you guys to see a difference from the lower half. And I still have some on my fingers, so I'm just going to use that on my forehead. Okay. Let's get a little bit off of that. Okay, so basically, if you wanted to use it as a primer to kind of prep your face for your regular foundation, this is where you would stop. You would just kind of put it on the skin, rub it in with your hands, and then go ahead and put your foundation on. But because, like I said before, I'm going to use this as the foundation, I'm going to apply a second layer, and I'm going to apply it with my MAC 189. This is actually was released the same time the Face and Body was. So I happened to find this at the CCO, And then like a month later, I ended up just going ahead and purchasing the Face and Body. So it's kind of cool to actually have the brush that you're supposed to use for it, because it's no longer available. It was limited edition. So for this, I go ahead and put it on the back of my hand. Okay, about that much. Okay, and then you just lightly want to press that into the brush like that. And this time I'm going to concentrate where I really need coverage, which is underneath the eyes and on my forehead. So that first layer down kind of acts as a primer to prep for this layer, which is kind of going to give us a little bit more coverage. Now this foundation, if you do have a lot of acne, scarring, a lot of breakouts, this may not be for you because it's not going to give you the coverage that you want. But for the summertime, if you have fairly decent skin and you just want something really, really light and natural on your skin, this is a perfect option. So as you can see, I'm just kind of patting it into my skin. Go ahead and use the rest on the back of my hand. I'm gonna go ahead and pat it. I could see why this was for the Face and Body, this brush was, because it really does apply this foundation really nicely to your skin. Really, really good. And it's bigger than a regular foundation brush. Like, this is a regular foundation brush. And this is the 189. So because this is a Face and Body foundation, you can kind of use this on your body also. And I guess it would be big enough to go ahead and cover whatever spots you're trying to cover on your body. So yeah. It feels so good. I just don't want to stop putting this foundation on. It feels so good on the skin. Oh my goodness. Okay. So that was 2 applications. The first one was with our hands, and it kind of helped to prep the foundation for our skin. We warmed it up with our body temperature and pressed it on the skin and rubbed it in really good. And the second application we put on with the 189 MAC foundation brush, or Face and Body brush. Of course, if you don't have this, it was limited edition, go ahead and use a regular foundation brush or a stippling brush. Whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you have at home is fine. I just happen to have the actual brush to go with this, so decided I wanted to use it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab my powder, and I'm going to set it with my NC45 MAC Studio Fix. And for that, I'm going to use my F30 Sigma brush, and we're just gonna set the foundation that we just put on. And just like before, I'm not going to go anywhere past this. I'm just want to show you guys the actual application and coverage of this particular foundation, just in case you're curious about buying it. And if you kind of have my skin type or my skin tone, you know what color to buy, and you know if this is the kind of coverage that you're looking for. So it's just so light. I feel like I have nothing on my skin. Like nothing. It's insane how light this is. So that's it, guys. You also could set it with like a translucent prep and prime powder also. It's really good to use with this. But if you just want to put a little bit more coverage on your face, I would kind of use a pressed powder. And the Studio Fix works really good for me. So like I said, I've been using this for about a week and a half, and I have just been loving it to pieces. It has been pretty hot where I am. We've reached, I think, 92 on Saturday. So this did really, really well. I layered it with the powder like I just did here. And then, like I told you, I also used a prep and prime, just the white translucent powder for when I was just going out, just, you know, around town. And that worked really well too. But I like to have that little extra coverage on my skin, so I do use my pressed powder. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, like always, just put it in the comment bar. Hope I answered all your questions. My final grade on this is, oops. My final grade on this is A+. It was wonderful. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. Would I use it if my skin was acne prone and I had a lot of scarring and hyperpigmentation? Probably not. But if you're just, like I said, looking for something light and airy, especially to wear for summer, this is a perfect option. So hope you guys enjoyed this, and stay glam. Bye.